telling everyone I'm doing better. Funny how the people who say that the most usually aren't. Some wounds don't close, they just learn how to hide. Every smile I wore became another disguise. Every "I'm okay" felt heavier to carry. Every empty room somehow became too loud. People think healing looks beautiful, mine look like staring at ceilings, wondering why tomorrow kept showing up. I buried conversations I never got to finish, collected apologies that never arrived, built walls so high I forgot what sunlight felt like. Even laughter started sounding borrowed. Even memories changed their faces. Even mirrors looked at me like they couldn't recognize who survived. I wasn't living, I was just learning how to exist without breaking in public. How many nights does it take before silence becomes your language? How many tears can disappear before your heart forgets how to feel? I never recovered, I just became better at pretending I did. Every scar learned my name, every dream left the light on, but never came back home. I'm still standing, but standing isn't healing. No, I never recovered. Some people move on, I memorized the pain instead. It became the soundtrack behind every conversation, the weight inside every celebration. The reason I leave before people notice I'm disappearing again. I've rebuilt my life more times than I can count. Still one memory, one smell, one sentence can send me back to the worst version of myself in seconds. People clap when they see progress, they don't see the nights I almost surrendered before sunrise. They don't hear the arguments between my hope and my fear. They only meet the version of me that survived, not the one that still cries after everyone leaves. I never recovered, I only learned how to hide the damage. I kept moving because stopping felt even worse. Every heartbeat echoed old stories, every sunrise asked me questions I couldn't answer. I'm breathing, but breathing isn't healing. Maybe recovery was never becoming who I used to be. Maybe it's admitting I'll always carry pieces of yesterday. Maybe courage isn't forgetting, maybe courage is waking up knowing the pain is still there and choosing today anyway. If you're listening and you're fighting battles no one else can see, don't measure your worth by how fast you heal. Some storms leave permanent weather, some losses change your heartbeat forever. That doesn't make you broken, it makes you human. Maybe we'll never become the people we were, but maybe we can become someone who carries the weight without letting it bury us. And maybe that's enough. I never recover, not completely, there are still days that pass when still nights I replay. Everything still mornings, I question if I'm enough, but if my heart can't keep beating through everything it survived, maybe hope didn't leave after all. Maybe it just learned to whisper. Some stories don't end with perfect healing. Sometimes they end with someone finding the strength to keep walking. And today, I still remember who I was before the damage. Back when my laugh didn't sound rehearsed. Back when tomorrow felt like a promise, not another mountain I had to climb. Now every new beginning comes with old endings attached. Every open door reminds me of the ones that slam shut. People say time changes everything, maybe, but time never asked if I wanted to carry the weight it left behind. I learned how to smile without feeling joy. I learned how to answer without telling the truth. Some habits don't disappear, they become survival. There were nights I sat in complete silence, hoping someone would notice I wasn't really there anymore. Not because I wanted attention, I just wanted proof that disappearing would matter to somebody. I watched the world keep spinning without me. Birthdays came, seasons changed, people moved on, and I stayed frozen inside a chapter I never finished reading. Sometimes healing feels unfair. The people who broke you sleep peacefully, but you're awake at 3 AM trying to convince yourself you're still worth saving. Your hardest battle wasn't against the pain, it was against the voice that slowly started sounding like my own. The one that whispered you'll never be enough, you'll never escape this, no one will miss you. I almost believed it, until I realized lies become louder when they're repeated inside lonely rooms. So I started talking back, not because I felt strong, because I refused to let fear write the end of my story. If you've ever hidden tears behind a locked bathroom door, if you've ever driven home in complete silence because music hurt too much, if you ever stared at old messages knowing they'll never be answered, then this isn't just my story, it's ours. We're the people who learn to survive storms without umbrellas, the ones who kept showing up even when hope barely did. The ones who carried invisible scars through ordinary days. Maybe we'll always remember what broke us. Maybe some nights will always hurt more than others, but every morning we choose to rise again. We prove the pain didn't write the final chapter. Recovery isn't forgetting, recovery is refusing to let yesterday decide who you become tomorrow. And every step forward, no matter how small, is still a victory. I keep remembering someone, I don't think he exists anymore. The kid who believed every goodbye came with a reunion. The one who thought love always stayed, trust always lasted, and promises meant forever. Life introduced me to a different language, one where silence answered more questions than people ever did. You can't photograph the places that hurt the most. No stitches, no cast, no bruises anyone can point at. Just invisible fractures holding up a smile that's been working overtime. The strongest people I know aren't the loudest, they're the ones who quietly survive days that almost broke them. I changed cities, changed routines, changed the people around me, but grief knew my new address. It unpacked before I did, sat beside me at dinner, followed me into every celebration. Funny how pain doesn't need directions, it always finds the place you hide. There are words I'll never have the courage to say, apologies that came too late, questions with no one left to answer. Sometimes I write them anyway. Fold the page, close the notebook, and let the ink carry what my voice never could. Maybe healing starts with honesty, even if nobody else ever reads it. When the world sleeps, the hardest hours arrive after midnight, when the noise disappears and every thought gets a microphone. That's when doubt starts making speeches. That's when fear acts like it owns a rule. I don't lose battles during the day, I fight them when the whole world thinks I'm asleep. I used to hate every broken part of me, now I see they kept me alive. They taught me how to bend without completely falling apart. I'm not proud of every chapter, but I wouldn't erase them without those pages. I wouldn't know how strong hope can become. Nobody applauded the mornings I got out of bed, no headlines for choosing not to quit, no audience for the tears I wiped away before anyone noticed. Some victories don't make history, they simply keep your heart beating one more day. Sometimes That's the bravest thing you'll ever do. Maybe recovery was never returning to who I used to be. Maybe it's learning to carry the weight without letting it define me. The pain still visits, the memories still knock, but they don't own the house anymore. I still hear them, I just don't let them decide how the story ends. But never reach the finish line, still hear names in empty hallways, like they're calling from another life. People tell me leave the past behind. If it were that simple, I would've done it years ago. Some memories don't chase you, they move in, rearrange the furniture, and convince you they belong. Every morning starts the same. I meet a stranger in the mirror wearing my face, searching for the person I promised I'd become. I keep fixing broken pieces, but somehow the picture never looks complete. Maybe I'm not lost, maybe I'm just learning how to live with the parts I'll never find again. The silence never scared me. It was the echoes that followed every mistake, found a way back home. Every regret knew exactly where I lived. I tried outrunning yesterday, but every road I chose kept circling back to the same unanswered questions. Sometimes the hardest prison is built from your own memories. People celebrate survival, but nobody talks about the cost. How every victory still carries bruises, how every smile takes effort no one notices. I've become an expert at looking okay, but underneath the surface I'm still rebuilding a foundation that collapsed years ago. I don't need a miracle, I just need one morning where my heart doesn't wake up exhausted. One sunset that doesn't remind me of something I lost. Maybe tomorrow won't